This is Andy Purewell for Boxing News. I'm joined by the juggernaut, Joyce, here in Birmingham. Joe, last time we did an interview, you said you've never been to Birmingham before. You might have been through it, but never stopped by. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, so far so good. I have now though. I've bought the T-shirt and checked out the area a little bit. It looks like a nice city.
Well, I mean, to be fair, what I've been told you're staying is the nicer part of Birmingham. So you got away with that one, but is your return fight Kash Ali on Saturday night. Joe, excited, relieved, just looking forward to getting back in the ring and trying to get a win on your record again?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, good to do the training camp here in the UK, and obviously got built up to this fight night on Saturday. Training's gone well, etc. And yeah, really excited to get back in the ring and show people that I'm still here and I'm still coming for the titles, for the big fights.
Do you feel like people have written you off from the Zhang fights?
Yeah, I think so. And you're just only as good as your last fight, really. So I just need to bounce back and show everyone how good I am.
Joe, obviously with the Kash Ali fight, what does he bring to this fight? What are you hoping that you'll be able to take away from it on Saturday night?
Well, a win, primarily, and maybe a good stoppage knockout win would be nice. And then everyone's like, oh, Joyce again, let's see him against so and so, whatever like that. But yeah, I've got to obviously get through Kash Ali, and I'm beat him in good style. So there's that I have to do first, and I aim to do that.
Is that on your mind to produce an emphatic performance on Saturday night?
Yeah, exactly. Emphatic, that's the word. That's what we're going with.
Joe, obviously we mentioned Zhang, Joseph Parker, just going on to that fight back in Saudi Arabia last week. Two of your former foes, Joseph Parker coming out on top. What did you make of that fight?
Yeah, it was a good fight, and I was like, whoa, yeah, because Joseph felt that power of the backhand, his left straight. You can't really see it coming, and it walloped him. But yeah, Zhang looked like he was comfortable and just waiting for the next one to knock him out, but then it never came. And Parker was very good at feinting, and he was hitting him with his own good shots, and clearly outpointed him for the fight. And hats off to him, man. I was hoping he'd do that. But then I guess, how does it look for me? Afterwards, I was thinking, would it look better if Parker with Zhang won? But yeah, I mean that'd be it's A beats B, B beats C beats A, whatever that thing is. Styles make fights.
Well, that's my next question. Obviously, the way that it worked is you beat Joe, Zhang beat you, and then Joe Parker beats Zhang. So I think I got that one right. When you look at it and the way that the landscape lies now, do you feel like it puts you back into the mix though because of how the outcome was on the past weekend? Because you have beaten Parker before.
Yeah, I hope so. But I just have to do it. Instead of theoretically speaking about it, and just show everyone how I can bounce back. And but yeah, it's obviously very interesting, and it's great that I'm very happy for Parker. He beating Zhang. He kind of showed me how it should have been done, or it could have been done the first time round. But Zhang you can see how dangerous and powerful he is. So he's it'd be a tough test for all fighters really.
We mentioned earlier on, Joe, how maybe people have written you off a little bit on the back of the Zhang fights, but do you take confidence from Joe Parker's route? Because since you beat him, he's won 5 fights since, and the last 2 were Deontay Wilder and Zhang, 2 very good wins they got on his resume. Do you take confidence that he's back in the mix, back at the top now, that you can do it yourself?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I believe I can, and I will. I'm just going to take I've taken this fight and had my camp in the UK, and after I beat him, then I can I'm straight back in the mix. I've already proven myself that I'm an elite fighter, regardless of what people think.
You mentioned obviously training back over in the UK. What have been the benefits for you instead of doing it out in Vegas?
I guess just home comforts, and it's a little bit cheaper as well, camp-wise. Training with Steve Broughton.
So is Steve going to be your main trainer moving forwards, or is it just for this fight, or is Ishmael still coming over? What can you tell me on that front?
Well, I guess I'll probably go back to Vegas for the bigger fights, and like last time, I brought Steve with me. So Steve's he's great, great friend and trainer. So he's been there from the start, as well as Salah. So they they work well together. They could get. And of course, Steve's still learning. Salah's even still learning, even though how experienced he is, and so am I. So this is boxing.
Joe, just looking towards the future, I know you don't want to take your eye off Saturday night, but the Daniel Dubois rematch, the Joe Parker rematch, if you could have one presented to you, which one is more appealing?
Well, either of them really. Like they're both quite decent levels in the rankings and had some great, really good wins, especially Parker actually. I'm sure he'd like to run that back, but he's obviously going to fight Zhang again. I'm not sure what Dubois doing, so. I mean, let me just focus on my next fight and this current fight, and then can look at some other fights. Who would you like to see me fight against?
So can I ask you on Saturday night, after the fight?
After the fight, yeah, you may.
Just one other thing I want to touch on with yourself. Martin Bakole's put a clip out of you two sparring where he's suggested that he got the better of you, and that's the reason why heavyweights in the UK are avoiding him. What did you make of that clip that he posted?
Well, it made some traction, didn't it? So it obviously worked, and I bit back and put a comment there, but you didn't see the rest. You didn't see the rest of the spar. Like he pulled out in mid spar, and he only put like the highlights up.
Have you spoken to him since, like privately?
No, I haven't. But I mean, like it's kind of. I think it might have been influenced by his team, because I don't know, like he seems like seems all right in person, but I didn't think he would do that. But apparently he's leaked that footage before. It's not really, it's not really a good thing to do. Like you're supposed to maybe I'll go and retaliate and pick up the spar when I'm bashing him up, and then post it out there. But it's it's not good practice, I don't think.
Joe, just a couple of final things to touch on from the heavyweight card last week. Joshua Ngannou, what did you make of AJ's knockout performance?
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it might have gone a bit longer than that. I saw Ngannou switch southpaw, and then when he did, that's when Josh nailed him right down the middle, straight right, and knocked him down again. And that one to finish him was a big shot, man. And I saw he was in the gym. He was working with that shot with Ben Davison, and it obviously paid off.
Fury Usyk on May 18th, Joe. What are your thoughts on that fight?
Yeah, it's a much anticipated fight. I'm really looking forward to watching it and seeing the outcome. The tail of the tape, you match their stats together, knockouts and fights and everything. Fury's attributes and stuff, it seems a bit like he's a bigger, heavier man with more knockouts and stuff. So, but yeah, Usyk's very tough. He's very technical, faster, maybe. You could get in and out, and I don't know. I can see how they can both win the fight. So it's like a 50-50 fight. But then you think that I made a bad prediction again. Well, I mean, I thought Joshua and Ngannou would have been a double KO, but it obviously wasn't the case. So don't listen to don't put your money on what I say.
Joe, listen, I appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your experience here in Birmingham. If you need any tips of where to hit up, let me know. I'm your guy. Thank you.
We're going to go to that kebab place, all right?
We're for the railway in for a mixed grill tomorrow night, so you got to come down and we're going to have some good food, mate.
Yum, yum.
Cheers.